I have made well over 8 figures in affiliate commissions, and a very good portion of that was profits. ACA, Medicare, lead gen, supplements, you name it. And do you know the crazy part? Is that you can do it too. But most people think that by buying a 3K course and launching some ads, they will become rich overnight. That's very further from the truth. They're missing the real skills to actually make money online. I'm going to show you in this video. It's very simple, but 99% of affiliate marketers just don't do it. And it's what led me to go from $100 per day in 2020 to 100K days in 2024. It's what is going to make me millions of dollars in profit this year. So, how to actually scale and win Facebook ads on 2025 year after year? The most important thing to have in consideration that most people don't do is have a very good perspective of the whole market. Last year, there were USA elections which affect every person that was running a campaign. We have more account problems, ads were rejected, inconsistent results. So it was a very difficult year to run ads. We were expecting in 2025 a big opportunity to crush it and to make money, but you need to have access to a variety of different offers. So if you're running supplements or if you're running pay-per-call, you need to have access to different networks. So in this way, if something is not working, you can try different stuff and see and compare results. Because sometimes the platforms become very restrictive, for example, with supplements and those type of funnels, compared with pay-per-call or lead gen or a digital product. So it's very important that you have a very good army of offers that you can test and try to see and to run this business in a consistent way. Then I really encourage you, if you dominate just one platform, it will give you a blurry perspective of the market, because if you can run on Meta, but also on Google and TikTok, you can try and see with the same idea of the offer that some of this offer will perform very poorly on Facebook, but they will crush it on YouTube. So if you're a beginner, it's very good that you start on just one platform, because it takes time and dedication to understand and to become very good at one of these platforms. But if you're already running ads and you have some results, I recommend to start exploring this and have accounts created or use agencies to be able to explore and test and always be testing. That's the key. Everyone knows that the person that tests the most is the one that wins and make more money. So be very careful and be very smart with having a lot of offers in your arsenal to test, but also be able to test on different platforms. This will give you the best perspective of the market. Also, you can always spy and see what other people are doing. Try to find niches that maybe you see that people are running and that maybe you can try or bring into another platforms. Like, always be active and see what other people are doing, not necessarily copying the ads or the funnels, but just see what people are running in the platforms so you can explore and maybe go to events and try to have access to these different offers. My top offers for 2025 are lead gen, pay-per-call, Nutra, and digital products. Why is that? Because lead gen you can run all year long. Pay-per-call, there is a huge opportunity, and when it comes open enrollment or AEP, it's very good if you already have connections and if you have your offer set up. In this way, you can capitalize when the opportunity came and make a lot of money, scale when the season comes. So you want to always be testing and building this relationship with the networks and with the people that own or that can connect you with this type of buyers. Then Nutra, I'm a big fan of supplements because I feel that we can run it and it doesn't matter the season, especially now in Q1 for weight loss. I think is huge. But the problem with Nutra is that sometimes the platforms become very sensitive. But coming back to my point, at some point last year, Nutra with YouTube was very easy to run and you can scale to huge numbers very fast. But then Google started becoming more restrictive and it was very hard to get just a funnel going. But Facebook was approving everything very fast. So if you can have both of best world and see if you run the same funnel on YouTube, it doesn't get approved, but in Facebook you get approved, you can have a better perspective and you can win long term. And then digital products is very interesting because You can run on all geos, and there is no cap. You can run 1,000, 10,000, 10,000 units or sales per day without any issues. So it's a very interesting market that I'm looking into getting this year. If you want to run a successful business all year long, it's very important that you consider running and having a solid account structure, especially on Facebook where assets go down very fast. Right now, I'm seeing the trend that Google is having the same issues, but if you want to really scale, I recommend you to have two different setups or consider two different options, which is an agency or have your own setup where you're buying the assets and hosting everything on a multi-login. So agency usually have very solid accounts, but they're more expensive. You have to pay 3% on ad spend or a monthly fee of $400 or whatever. But the other option is just buying the assets, and I always start there because it's more cheap and it's harder for people to see your ads and to spy your funnels. But if you're working on your Facebook setup, I really encourage you to have two personal profiles and two business manager with hopefully 5 ad accounts, because if one BM goes down, you already have another one ready to go. And also the main structure is having two profiles, and this is a very simplified way. Mine it's much more complex, but I will have one profile that run the ads and another profile that holds the two BMs and all the assets, just in case that something happened to the one that is currently running the ads. And also, if you want to try, for example, pay-per-call, lead gen, and supplements, I will have just one BM for supplements and one BM for lead gen, because if you want to run lead gen, it's a consistent and more slow business model in terms of like you have to run and nurture the campaigns in a big horizon of time, and you don't want to get that BM with rejections or account downs. You want to have that as clean as you can so you can run all year long. That's what I like about lead gen. But if you want to be more aggressive, I will encourage you to have another BM where you test more aggressive ads and and you're willing to risk those ad accounts, but those are not connected with the second one that it's clean. So this will be a simple setup for someone that is starting out or wants to improve the way that they're running ads. Because as I say, if you want to run this business model all year long and win year after year, you have to consider having solid account structure. Then it's very, very crucial that your testing strategy is on point, because if you have a limited budget, you want to get the most out of it. So there is two main ways to test, and the first one is highest volume versus bid cap. Highest volume, for people that don't know, is just basically saying, Facebook, can you spend as much as you can, and I don't care at how much the conversions came. But on BidCamp, you are saying, I'm willing to pay, for example, $20 for just one conversion. The good thing with BidCamp is that the spend is more control, but it's harder to get the campaign going because sometimes it just doesn't spend. You have to keep raising the cap. And with highest conversion, you get data right off the bat. So how I like to start a new offer or a new account, new pixel, I like to start with highest conversion, but at low budget, and nurture the campaign with 30, 50 conversions. And if the ROI is higher than 50%, I will just keep running that highest volume campaign. I have scaled to 20, 25K days, a highest volume campaign with no problem. Even sometimes it performs just better than BidCap. But if the campaign is performing poorly or less than 50% ROI, I will definitely switch that campaign or relaunch a new campaign to BidCap with a bid cap a little bit higher than your actual CPA. This way, you're going to improve your chances to be profitable. So start with highest volume and then move to bid cap if the ROI is low. Then, of course, if you really want to make a lot of money with Facebook ads, you want to have a scaling strategy. And everyone talks about scaling and having different opinions, but you have to do what works for you. It doesn't matter if someone is saying, hey, launch 10 campaigns at 1K per day or duplicate your ad set a ton. For me, I keep things very simple. I usually have like one big campaign that have most of the budget, and then low or small budget campaigns that I test different stuff. So I really think that you need to try and see, and when the funnel is strong and the ROI is there, the platform will just spend the money and the ROI will hold. There's not big science. Everyone that is trying to confuse you with different strategy, I think is just full of BS. So just test what works for you. For me, it's 80-20 rule, just one big campaign that is bringing all the spend and all the profit, and then a small campaign. But for example, a good tip that I apply myself is test different landers to increase the volume, because testing different landers will definitely change your cost per acquisition and also will bring more volume to your Facebook account, or to just, you can have three landers that both are performing very similar, but you have three campaigns. So if you're running 5K per day, you just, by testing landers, you can 3x your budget and your volume. So it's a very good way to scale and at the same time test different stuff and always keep your funnel alive. And some general recommendation is for everyone that is watching, and specifically if you're starting out, find someone in your niche to follow. If you're running pay-per-call, trying to find the pay-per-call experts, there's a lot of good content out there. If you're running supplements, try to go to events or talk to your ClickBank manager if they can introduce you to different affiliates. But this industry is very important because it's changing like week after week. Every month are coming new offers. Every month there's new updates. So it's very important that you keep on top of the game. So if you can find people that it's where you want to be, and you can try to connect with them or just learn from what they're doing or having conversation, that will like change all the game. Most of the money that I have made is just by talking to people and they telling me, oh, this offer it's coming up, this offer, I'm testing this, blah blah blah. And even with ads, like just having conversation around what is working on the market. Oh, I'm testing Square, I'm testing short video, blah blah blah. So doing that and having that type of conversation will be very crucial. So if you're starting out, try to find a mentor that can help you out. Also, try to go to events, because events, usually you have a better perspective of the market. You see what people are doing. You can meet your affiliate managers, the networks. You can turn the business more into real. And usually this thing is very online and people don't see each other. So it's very important to go to events. I personally like to go to 2-3 events per year so I can keep myself fresh. But don't go too much, because if you go too much, you're going to get confused and you're going to start like struggling where to take actions, and there's too much information. So you have to be very good at prioritizing what you want to do and where you're going to test next. And also focus first on driving results, because if you want to be recognized and you want to network and everything, you need to be someone that people wants to network with. You need to be someone that it's already taking action. I hate when I talk to someone that it's just, he wants to do that, he wants to run their first funnel. Just do it. Just have some results. Just because then you will have data and you will know, oh, I launched this, but I'm struggling with, and you can ask good questions. There's no purpose of just going to events by consuming and expecting having your breakthrough. It's most important to take actions and then go to these events. Then you need to understand the whole funnel. It's not enough to just run ads and be profitable in the front end. You need to understand what is going on in the back end and make sure that your traffic, it's good for the buyer, or like they're happy with your traffic. Because now quality is better than quantity. They just want people that drive and they can trust that they're going to send good traffic that they can monetize in the back end. Because if it doesn't make sense for you, they're just going to cap you out, and you're not going to be able to scale. So it's very important to understand the whole funnel, what is going on from the ad to the lander to the BSL to the end of the funnel. So ask questions, learn, and become an affiliate marketer that's very knowledgeable of everything that is going around. So, okay guys, I hope that this video was helpful for you guys. I hope that these tips you can apply for 2025 and you can crush it. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, hit the like button, let me know what you want to see in the next one. So see you in the next one.